Hi guys, I just wanted to touch base with everyone really quickly to talk about a few things that are upcoming in the structure of some of the clubs. So some of the club leaders have heard about some of these things so far. Just wanted to make sure that everyone was aware going forward with some of the things that we'll be looking for as far as club structure goes, things for codes of conduct and things like that. First things first, I just wanted to share with you guys something that we've been talking with legal about a little bit going forward, and that is this code of conduct document. And this will be something that each of the club members and club officers are going to be held to within the facilities. And just to remind you guys, those facilities will be opening October 5th. And if you're interested in doing an event at the facilities, please let me know. We've got a couple of groups scheduled already, and hopefully some more will follow as well. So quickly going through the document here, there's different types of conduct that we'll be looking at enforcing in the clubs and in the spaces. So the first type of conduct here is our offline code of conduct. And this is going to be for anything regarding club meetings, dealing with club members, completing documents, working on certain aspects of the club, not online. So first of all, as a club, we do need to stress that we are an inclusive group membership, which really means that we shouldn't be trying to target one specific demographic of student, one specific demographic, and instead we should be open to all students. Now, in addition to things like race, sex, sexual orientation, this type of thing, in addition to that, we're also looking at balancing the inclusivity of the competitive versus the recreational versus the casual gamer in the clubs. It's very, very important that every single club have an open area for all participants, whether they be recreational, whether they be competitive, and we need to structure the club in a way that we are facilitating interactions for those different types of gamers. In addition, we do need to make sure that we are withholding good etiquette at any of the events. Anything that we're doing is regarding the club. No forms of discrimination will be tolerated at all. In addition, as clubs at the university, you guys are representing not only yourselves and your club, but you're also representing the university. So when you're utilizing the name for certain events, when you're utilizing the facility, please do not do anything that would reflect poorly on the program in the university. This is of the utmost importance. To continue on with these programs, to continue getting funding from the university, we do need to make sure that we are withholding excellent standards to ourselves and representing the university as well. A violation of any of these things will result in either a ban or a temporary ban, and student conduct will be consulted immediately for anything involving these three. Moving down, there is some online codes of conduct that we'll be looking at as well. So first and foremost, all communication for the club, all online communication for the club, needs to take place on the University of Akron Discord server. This is very important, and I know this might come as a little bit of a shock to some of the clubs who've been communicating on other Discord servers or perhaps other voice recognition software programs. The reason for this is twofold. One, we need to make sure that we're protecting you guys as a club and as an organization throughout any of your interactions. This will help us kind of police the server. That way you guys don't have to do it. That will be very important. In addition to giving us a central location to communicate and hold different club activities is going to be very important moving forward. This is a big deal to us. If you are acting as a club at the university, we would like to see all communication that the club make be on the club Discord. If you need additional channels, if you would like additional mods to come in and to change roles, to change servers, to add things, to change things for you, to add specifications, add roles, we can definitely do that. And moving forward, we will be adding a mod specifically for each of the clubs, so you'll have the ability to modify your area of the Discord as you see fit. In addition, things like netiquette, griefing, raging at other players is simply not going to be tolerated in any of the spaces. This is something that you guys have already heard about. It will be something that we'll be looking at in more detail as the time comes. For these things, netiquette, griefing, raging, it's not going to be an immediate removal from the club in most cases. It would more work like a warning system. And if it's something that's constantly coming up and I'm constantly being told about it by other members in the club or I'm hearing it in the spaces, it will be something that actions will have to be taken. In addition, there'll be a facilities codes of conduct. And for the equipment in the spaces, immediately we are giving you guys all the freedom in the world. Please treat the equipment as it is your own. Please don't damage, steal, break, or otherwise try and harm the equipment in any way. As you guys come into the spaces, you will have the responsibility of making sure that that equipment is used appropriately. When you guys are looking at the spaces that are open on October 5th, there will be scheduling of the spaces, so you guys will be responsible to schedule the spaces for your events, whether they be big or small. If you're going to be scheduling 20 computers or 5 computers or 2 consoles, regardless, you do need to make reservations for these things. Most of the time, that reservation does not have to be in advance for a long period of time. In addition, the spaces, we do need to respect each other and have good etiquette in the spaces, and absolutely no gambling or betting will be tolerated. Violations in the facilities and online code of conduct will fall under, generally speaking, these 4 warnings. First one, a warning. Second time, warning. Third time, a temporary ban. Fourth time, removal from the facilities for the remainder of the semester. That would probably be with an exception to things like gambling and betting, as they do go against student conduct code. However, things like griefing, raging, these are more things where we'll be looking at posting warnings for the players. This will be something that you guys will end up signing before we can utilize the space in order to make sure that everything is in order going forward with the club. If you guys have any questions about the codes of conduct, please let me know. The big one, like I said, that we're going to be moving forward with is that communication. So making sure that each of the clubs is utilizing the Discord appropriately. The next thing is that as the clubs move forward here, as the clubs move forward here into the first meetings or first few meetings, there is a few things that we'll be looking at. And I think members have the right and the responsibility to know about some of these things as well. So first and foremost, where is that first meeting of the club going to be held? As of right now, we don't have the spaces open, but in about 3 weeks, the spaces will be open. So make sure that you guys are reserving the spaces, that somebody in your club is responsible for doing that. In addition, please think about the different types of events that your club is going to have. Now, this is the part where your leaders, your presidents, your vice presidents, your secretaries, your treasurers are going to need help from different members in the club because they're going to be the ones who are bringing forward these different types of suggestions. And as an organization here at the University of Akron, we would like to see a variety of different events held for each club. Some of those events can be structured events. Some of those events can be unstructured events. And I've got some suggestions here at the bottom. So for some structured events, we might do things in the club like having viewing parties. We might have some official practices where we look at having some people teach and review videos for other players, maybe doing some VOD review in that. In addition, we can attend official tournaments. So this could be in-house where we do it online, or it could be where we travel somewhere. In addition, we can have in-house tournaments where we don't do TESPA or Star League or something like that, but instead we host 1v1s or 2v2s or 5v5s or 6v6s, depending on the game, and hold those tournaments in-house. We might do some open events. Hint, hint, October 5th. You guys can do an open event that's open to the public, not just specifically targeted to your club, but open to people here at the university and open to other students and outside members as well. We can have end of the semester or end of the year parties. We should do a voting event for new officers. More than likely, we'll be doing a voting event for some of the clubs in the upcoming month too, as they get structured here with the university. And each club will need to select a campus advisor. So these are some structured events that can happen throughout the year. These are things where hopefully some of the members in the club will notice different needs and bring this up to the leadership in the club, so we can hold a variety of different events, not just competing, not just watching events, but doing things to engage a variety of populations. Remember, inclusivity, that's going to be big for us moving forward. In addition, we can do lots of different unstructured type events. These are things where we don't need all of the different club members there. We might be reserving part of the space. We might be reserving the spaces for only a few students in the club. Things like unstructured practice, unstructured competitions and events, casual viewing parties, just casual play. We might decide that we want to get together in one of the clubs and play a completely unrelated game just for an afternoon of fun. Perfectly fine. You guys can reserve the space for that as well. In addition, we can do individual coaching sessions, or we can just use the space as a meet and greet between the different clubs. But please try and find a variety of different things to do in the club. And if you're a member who would like to promote different types of events within the club, please bring that up to your leadership as well as myself, because we'd love to help you facilitate things that may not already be in the schedule. As usual, if you guys have any questions at all, please let me know either here on Discord, or you can feel free to contact me at any time and make some suggestions. Hopefully I'll hear from you guys soon, and we've got about 3 weeks left before these facilities are done and we get all the clubs off the ground. Talk to you guys later.